I told my dad he needs to let me go if he wants to stop hurting his new family, and he completely lost it. My mom died when I was 10 from a heart attack. My parents were already having problems and probably would have gotten divorced anyway, but then she was just gone. 6 months later, my dad met Sarah at some grief counseling group, and they got married 2.5 years after mom died. Sarah was already pregnant when they got married. I never wanted a stepmother or half-siblings. I just wanted my mom back and my old life back, but instead I got this whole new family that I never asked for. Now I'm 17 and I have 2 half-siblings, Emma who's 6 and Jake who's 4, and everyone acts like we're supposed to be this happy blended family. My dad has spent years trying to force me to love them. He'll ask me stuff like, can you honestly look me in the eye and say you don't love Emma and Jake even a little bit? And when I do exactly that, he gets upset and says, I don't mean it. He's put me through so much therapy. Individual therapy, family therapy, probably 6 different therapists over the years. They all try to get me to open up about my feelings and work on building relationships with Sarah and the kids. But I don't want to work on it. I just sit there and listen while they talk about how hurt everyone's feelings are. Sarah keeps telling me I'm her son and that she sees me as her first child, just like Emma and Jake. But I've never said anything like that back to her because it's not true. She's not my mom. They're not my siblings. I don't feel anything for them like that. And years of therapy haven't changed it because I don't want it to change. During family dinners, I eat in my room. When they plan family movie nights or trips to the zoo, I find other things to do. I'm polite, but I don't participate in their family stuff because I don't consider myself part of it. Last week we were in another family therapy session, and my dad was telling the therapist how the hurt in our house is at an all-time high. The therapist asked what he could do to stop all the hurt, and my dad said he had no idea anymore. That's when I spoke up. I told him he needs to let me go if he wants the hurt to stop. I said I'm not going to come around, and the longer he keeps me there, the more unhappy everyone else gets. I told him I'm not willing to change how I feel about any of them. My dad completely exploded right there in the therapist's office. He started yelling about how I've put him in an impossible position because he doesn't want to lose me. He said I'm his son and he loves me, but he loves Sarah and the kids too. I told him I know he loves them, but the fact is I don't. I said all the therapy we've done hasn't changed anything for me because I don't want it to change. I told him I've been saying the same thing for years and he keeps refusing to listen. He said I was being cruel and that bringing up the same thing over and over wasn't helping anyone. But here's the thing, I'm not trying to hurt anyone. I just want to live somewhere else. Maybe with my aunt or in a group home, I don't care. I want him to have his happy family without me ruining it for them. The therapist tried to calm things down, but my dad was still furious when we left. He said I'm a minor and he's not giving up on our family, but I don't see how forcing me to stay is helping anyone. Sarah cried the whole ride home, and the kids kept asking why everyone was upset. I felt bad for them, but this is exactly why I think I should just go.